We would like to welcome back to the show after a long hiatus, Mr. Aukai Allen himself. Everyone give a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
We are back. Good old golf clap.
Good to have you back, sir.
Oh, yeah. Stoked on it.
Welcome back to the podcast. I'm getting fuzzy. You have a new computer, so we should have no issues there. Is that correct?
Yeah, look at this. No lag.
I know. You're super smooth.
Yeah.
Looking sexy as ever.
Like, there's no lag. Like, I can see the words coming out of your mouth as they are coming out of your mouth.
Yes, that happens.
Mm-hmm.
That's how it's supposed to be.
I know, right?
Isn't technology great?
It's super cool.
So, did you see all of my stories that I used our heads for, or just the one?
Yeah, just that one.
Okay. Well, let's take a look real quick at the other ones I did, because I am very proud of them, and I made myself chuckle when I was putting these together.
Naturally, yeah.
All right. So here's my Instagram. So let's go. We're gonna back up. So that's okay. So that's the one you saw.
Yeah.
Then there's this one.
Putin's body on the horse.
Yep. And then it's a Pale Horse and His Rider by Hank Williams is the song.
Great.
Let's see if we can. There we go. And then here we go. Oh, there we go. There we have it.
That was awesome. I love it.
So I was like, oh, he's back. We better make a big production.
We have to troll him. Yeah.
That's right. We have to bring you back in true lifting ugly fashion.
100%.
So the last time you were with us, let me adjust the seat. There we go. Last time you were with us, I think was just after the Special Olympics, right?
Yes.
In a couple weeks.
Yeah.
So I was, let's see, this comedian, his name's Shane Gillis, and his YouTube, he has a special on YouTube that's for free. So anyone, I suggest you go watch the whole thing because it's super funny.
Awesome. Yeah.
But he has this section on the Special Olympics that I wanted to play.
Is it wonderfully controversial?
I guess if you're a sensitive bitch, then yes, it is controversial. If you enjoy laughing at things and can respect where it's coming from, then not so much.
Okay, cool, perfect.
Here we go. Let's see.
We're all adults. We all agree the Special Olympics is a good program. It's great. I just feel like the guy who came up with it had to be like a real risk taker. You know what I mean? That's a wild thing to suggest for the first time. Some guy in a board meeting, like, I got an idea. We should be racing these motherfuckers. Like, what'd you say? Fucking town over said they're the fastest ones. So we settle it, you know? I'm not making fun of the Olympians. The concept is wild. It's a wild, like if your best friend invented the Special Olympics and told you about it first, you'd be like, don't ever tell anybody that. Who the fuck were you going to tell that to? What are you doing? Pole vault? I actually volunteered and coached with the Special Olympics for a little while, so, you know, what'd you guys do? No, don't clap. Please. I did it for those kids. No, I'm kidding. No. I look like this, so. Me coaching the Special Olympics, I was like a fucking double agent. No one knew whose side I was on, dude. Player, chaperone, no one knew. I'd be standing there coaching, holding a clipboard with 5 dudes that looked exactly like me. I could always see the coaches from the other team looking over like, I think they're fucking letting one of them coach. Yeah. No, I did coach the Special Olympics for a little while, and it's fun. That's another thing you're allowed to talk about. It's happy. Everyone there's sportsmanship. It is funny. Don't let anyone tell you it's not funny, dude. I was there. Everyone there is laughing. It's fun. I coached basketball. Kids would catch the ball, just fucking launch it into the bleachers. People would be like, "What the fuck are you doing out there?" Like, I don't know. My whole team ruled. Every dude on my team they were the funniest. They were bros. They're bros, dude. My whole team loved two things. They loved tits. They do. I don't know if you know these guys, dude. They fucking love the ladies. They love the ladies. And they love John Cena. That's it. That was the news every day. We'd be in the huddle. They'd be like, "A lot of ladies here tonight." I was like, "Ooh, yeah." They'd be like, "What do you think John Cena's up to?" Oh, you're gonna have to get way worse before you meet him. John Cena's like the angel of death for those guys. I told my guys, I was like, "You see Cena coming, you get the fuck out of there." He's taking souls with him. Every year, Hooters would sponsor our one basketball tournament. All right, so every year Hooters would bring like 3 or 4 waitresses, and they would present like a big cardboard check donation to the Special Olympics. As soon as the girls entered the gym, the game changed entirely, dude. It went from like hugs and sportsmanship to just like dudes got competitive, like very competitive. Fucking ripping down rebounds, just hitting layups. And then at the end of the game, there'd be a hug line, you know, between the waitresses and the players. And yeah, that went about exactly how you would imagine that went. We had to break out the fucking jaws of life, dude. My boys are ragdolling those young sluts. And I'm not knocking the players. They were totally in the right. The girls were hot. The waitresses, like every year, I would sneak into the hug line myself. All right, I think I'm going to get out of here, guys. Thank you.
Indeed. And here we go. Welcome back, everyone. Lifting Ugly episode 39. We just ragdolling them sluts.
Should be a shirt.
I know, it should be perfect. Ragdolling sluts. Lifting Ugly and ragdolling sluts.
Yep.
Hey, speaking of shirts, I was hoping I would have mine by today. But let's do some more screen sharing here. As I bring to you, it is official and it is on the site. Maybe. There we go.
There it is.
Our Woo inspired Lifting Ugly shirt, and on back, Lewis for Dolder.
Next paycheck, so next Friday I'll be doing a re-up on shirts because I've blown through mine.
I know. I was like, I had mine. I'm like, oh man, this one's like, I had a hole in one.
Yeah.
Some of them are shrinking in the wrong direction.
Yeah. Whose fault is that?
Yeah. I was like, you need to stop. I'm going to wash my own shirts from now on. That's
yeah.
Like cold water and hang drying only. because my belly is growing and my shirts are shrinking.
Yeah, I mean, I was at home for a month. I feel you.
It's a bad comment. Well, yeah, especially the little taste of your food that I've had on 12th Street here.
Yeah.
I imagine there's a lot of weight to be gained.
Yeah. I probably put on like 10 while I was home.
It's a good, healthy amount of weight to put on.
Yeah.
So if anyone out there is interested in the new Lifting Ugly shirt or any of the older Lifting Ugly shirts
or any of our merchandise
or anything, or to get coaching by us, or to even donate to the cause that is Lifting Ugly, they can do so by visiting the website.
Highly suggest.
liftingugly.com. That's where you go to find such fantastic
merchandise. It's very true.
And let's see. We'll get into this later. I'm not going to plug the gym that I'm coming from, but we'll go over that here shortly. But for all fantastic, supportive lifting gear, such as customized belts, make sure you head to our friends at generalleathercraft.com. Customized belts, wraps of all kinds for knees and wrists.
Oh, yes.
Straps. Knee sleeves still haven't been released, but they're coming soon.
Yep.
They have some pretty clever, kind of cool shirts that I've seen them come out with recently as well.
Yeah. Every inch matters.
Yes. That's a good one. And I suggested, so the girl at the South Dakota meet that won the overall, she has a healthy, I'm going to call it a healthy obsession with Pop-Tarts.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, so she has a home gym and one of her walls is painted like a wild berry Pop-Tart.
Oh, wow.
And she's a small person. So I suggested to her that I said, I decided you need to get a customized belt that looks like a Pop-Tart and says Pop-Tart on the back. I think that would.
Or just wild berry on the outside.
That wild berry would be good. That would be good. With the little squiggly line like the Pop-Tart's got.
Yep.
It wouldn't work for me, but it's perfect for her.
No, yeah, that'd be a little
yeah, and it's just the wrong, like, I don't mind going a little gay, but that's a little over the
it's real
top.
Supportive gear.
And for all other lifting stuff, go to maxbarbell.com. Singlets, shoes, some killer options for shoes.
Oh yeah.
Great place to go get shoes from. People there are great, customer service, all that you can find. Come talk to us at the show, for the show, about the show. Send face of the week submissions to @lifting_ugly or search lifting ugly for the podcast, for social media, all that stuff. That's where you find us. Where do they find you, my friend?
Well, you can find me on Instagram. For sure.
And how so? Spell it out for the listeners.
You can type in my first and last name, or you can go to Belly's Out Benching, which is the easier one to get a hold of. And there's also Pico Powerlifting, which I haven't touched in months.
So maybe we should make some edits here.
That's possible.
Let's change.
I realize that having two Instagrams is just, I can't do it. It's
I have 3 and 2 that I heavily ignore.
yeah. Your Craig one and Monument Fitness.
yeah, exactly. There we go. So now we'll just promote the singular.
Yes.
And so supportive. So let's revisit supportiveness.
Love it.
People should support by going to patreon.com/liftingugly. Join our, give us money, please. We need it.
Oh yeah.
We're broke, and I had to back out of sponsorships because of that reason.
Yeah.
Price of fuel and the price of everything. Fucking Joe Biden screwed everything.
Son of a bitch.
Took all of our money to give it to his son for crack.
Yes. Yeah.
gotta support our local
Crack dealer.
crackheads. Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
So Wu Tang is for the crackheads. So if you go to patreon.com/liftingugly, you can subscribe there for monthly donations.
Mm-hmm.
That money all does get returned back into the community of Lifting Ugly. Yeah, I haven't spent anything that comes from somebody else. It's all just gone back into producing more stuff.
Yep.
For other people.
Yep.
So I don't know if you heard the news that we had to back out of the Clash of the '80s.
Oh,
As a one. I have to make a trip to Denver the weekend before. Shelby's competing.
Nice.
in the Mile High something.
Yeah.
That powerlifting event from WRPF.
Oh, nice.
So I have to go up that weekend. And then, so I just couldn't really justify making 2 back-to-back trips.
That's fair.
Plus the cost associated.
Good Lord.
And all that shit. So, unfortunately, I gave him $100. And I said, use it however works best for you guys. And I apologize for the rest. So, they still put us up, put logo up on their ads. So,
oh, nice.
They're still doing it. They're still doing us right.
Dope.
For the whopping $100 donation.
Yeah, I mean the intentions were there.
Yeah, so I appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to cover this real quick. So the reason I'm not promoting the gym that we're coming out of, I don't know how long we're going to be at this gym that I'm broadcasting from.
Yeah.
So there's big news and no news all at the same time. So we have a couple people interested that are members of the gym and buying the gym.
Oh.
And keeping things as is. So if they do so, then I'll probably just stay here and kind of keep everyone here. As long as everything's going to be, the people that are looking at it, want it.
Yeah.
Just one group I know will keep it the same. Another group is an investment group, and I think more or less they'd want me to still operate it. They just, I don't know. I think they want it as like a tax shelter type of thing. So they know it's not necessarily a good money making investment right now, but they already have those, and so
they just be like a fun thing.
It'd be and something they can write off.
Yeah, there you go.
So there are a couple different options. If those don't pan out here shortly, I do have I have a letter of intent out for a new space.
Nice.
So at that point, Monument Fitness would be no more.
Oh, what would you call it, Craig?
Well, I had to come up with a name on the spot to put on the letter of intent.
Yeah.
The name I came up with is Industry Strength.
Oh, okay. Is it because it's in an industrial area?
It is because it is an industrial area. And also it is the strength industry. So
it makes a whole lot of sense.
It just seems like a name that could cross over outside of just the gym as well.
Yes.
So who wouldn't want a nice t-shirt, Industry Strength?
Yeah.
Come up with a cool logo. It seems pretty dope. So
yeah.
I was pretty happy with myself that just kind of popped in my head. I was like, let's go with Industry Strength.
Just quick creativity points, man.
And I was like, holy shit, I like that.
It works.
I actually think I'll keep it that way.
Perfect.
So we have a spot picked out that we're putting in for. So worst case scenario, we sell off a bunch of extra equipment we don't need, and we take all the cool shit and reload somewhere else.
Nice.
Yeah.
Love it. Moving equipment is so much fun.
Yeah. We have a bit of experience with that.
Yeah. Again, that was not fun.
That was a crazy couple weekends over the COVID timeframe of moving a lot of gym equipment in a short amount of time.
Ridiculous. Oh my God.
And we were lucky that was in April.
I know, right?
It wasn't even like super heat part of the summer.
No, not at all.
But it was pretty sweat-inducing work.
Yes, it was fun though. Sure. It was secluded. It was away from everyone else. It was, I don't know. That was tip top. I liked it.
It was it was a very interesting time. It was a very interesting time for everyone.
Yeah.
But for us to kind of seamlessly make sure everyone was still working out was pretty incredible. It worked out the way it did.
We did, yeah. We did pretty good. I mean, we had everything we needed. We made a makeshift platform. We had the heavy dumbbells. We had the pulley system. We had
a bench, a squat rack, or 2 squat racks.
We had 2 squat racks, the Rogue bench rack. Yeah, the pulley system. Yeah, we did good.
Yep. And then we loaded a bunch of shit to other members that they were able to work out as well.
Oh, that's right.
So
that's right.
We fucked COVID in the butt.
We did.
COVID did not shut us down.
No, not at all.
We kept on strong.
Yeah. It really did. I mean, it didn't really do a whole lot for Grand Junction in general. Like, everyone was kind of just like, fuck you, we're not doing that.
Yeah, and now, like, it's so funny. Well, you see people now, and I'm sure it's this way a lot of places, but especially here. You see someone with a mask on, and you're like, what the fuck?
Dude, I was at the beach yesterday before work, and this fucking dude had gloves on, the face shield, and a mask. At the beach. At the beach.
It's like, why are you at the beach then?
Yeah, like if you're really that concerned,
you live in a bubble.
Out in public anyway. Like, dude, people are still wearing them while they drive. People are still wearing gloves. I mean, it's just liberal nation over here, but
well, it's that because they want attention.
Dude, 100%. Like, you're doing so good for everyone else. Thank you so much.
It's if they can't jump, if they're too old to be a part of the weird pronoun movement, then they're full gloves and masks. Yeah. And they're like, look at me, I'm still protecting everyone. It's like, nah, you're just kind of an asshole.
Yeah, they them has a face shield.
Oh my gosh! So I was listening to I've been listening to the YMH like family podcast a lot lately.
Yeah.
And so they were playing this video of this girl who her new pronoun, she created her own pronoun for herself.
Love that.
Of Bug. So, and then she went through Bug, we went to Bug House and Bug's hair, and I'm like, what the fuck are these people? You're just like, you're making up the dumbest shit ever.
Dude, there's one on Instagram where the girl's like, or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like, I use ZJ pronouns. So it's like Z and Zher, and it cuts to some guy going.
I don't. It's too hard to keep track. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Like, as much as I don't care what you want to be called and what your sexual preference is, I don't care about any of that. And I really am not going to stop and give a shit if I say she, and you're like, you cannot use gender pronouns.
That's a hate crime.
And like, you know what, go fuck yourself, because I can use whatever I want.
Yeah, literally. Oh, Jesus Christ.
And there's this senator, it was in a thing about abortion, and the senator was talking, and the girl's like, it's people with the capacity to carry
birth givers, dude.
Yeah, it's not women. And he's like, well, okay, so this isn't a women's issue. And she's like,
I just watch that.
Yeah, speech like that incites hate and anger. I'm like, no, your speech and the way you're talking incites so much anger.
Like, if I was a chick, I'd be so pissed, because that's like the biggest blessing as being a woman. Is like, you get to give birth. Yeah, like that's
you grow a human being inside of you.
And now you want to take that away? Like, even there, like with sports, they were like, well, ladies, get used to being in second because guys are taking over.
Right. It's so dumb. It's just, there's just the craziness. The craziness is just.
But they're just catering to the smallest percentage of the population too. Like,
well, because it's just so bizarre, you can't help but like it gets attention because it's so over the top.
Well, I mean, like, Go ahead and fuck dogs and car exhaust pipes, but don't get mad when I say she or him.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
You can do the weirdest shit. It's like you can't. Well, that's what I like. I was watching this thing, and she's like, that incites hate and anger, and I'm like, but you judging him for him wanting to say it's a women's rights issue, that's just as hateful and segregating as him not. I'm like,
Dude, everything's a double standard.
yeah, it's
so wild.
It's you. They can be exclusive if they don't feel you're inclusive enough.
Oh, totally, yeah.
Whatever, however sense that makes, but just really fucking retarded.
People
and
are
so
ridiculous.
It is retarded. And guess what? I'm gonna say it's retarded because it's retarded.
I'm gonna say midget.
I just want to take a second to say midget, gay, retarded.
Yeah. Dude,
him, her, his.
Yeah. That Special Olympics thing reminded me of when I went to midget wrestling for my 25th birthday.
Oh, that's hilarious.
That's the same thing. Like, we're gonna do the same thing, but with people half the size.
Yeah.
Like, they were throwing each other. Like, real, regular, normal sized people were throwing midgets. And the midgets were.
And the people get angry about it, but it's like they have to agree to it.
Well, they know what they're doing.
Yeah. So it's like you're taking up a stance for somebody who doesn't want you to take a stance for them. Like they didn't ask you to do that. They're perfectly cool with it. No. Let them do it.
Oh, yeah. Manny Pacquiao and Manny McGregor knew what they were doing.
Yeah. They were entertaining the people.
Yeah.
And they entertained the people.
Yes, they did.
So speaking of the YMH Your Mom's House peoples, anyone today or tomorrow that happens to see this, Tom Segura is at Ball Arena tonight, and tomorrow night. And I was trying to figure out a way I could justify going.
Yeah.
But I just couldn't in good conscience be like, oh yeah, I can spend the money to travel over there. I can't, not with the craziness that's going on here right now.
Yeah. Well, if there's one down the road, let's plan to do it, because I definitely need to go see him somewhere.
I'll have to look at his tour. I know he's going through the end of this year.
Yeah.
And then he's doing overseas, and then he said he's done for at least a year.
Oh wow.
As far as touring goes.
So he'll probably do some Netflix specials or something like that.
I imagine or he's going to take some of the video from this I'm Coming Everywhere tour and probably create a special out of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was the one thing when he said that on one of the podcasts, I was like, shit, I really want to go now. But then I'm like,
get on it.
But fuck, I can't justify that. It's
ridiculous.
And the ticket, if I lived over there, it'd be one thing. I mean, because you get tickets for $30, so it's not that big a deal. But the $300 in fuel and the $200 in hotel expenses.
Yep.
Yeah, it adds up pretty quick. It makes it a pricey. But anyway, if I was over there, I know a couple people that are going. So enjoy the show. I'm sure it'll be a fantastic time.
Mm-hmm.
He is a great storyteller.
He's hilarious.
Amazing. And listening to that stuff has introduced me to some new comedians that are really funny.
Yep.
And I think Bert Kreischer he's going to be in Red Rocks in September. And he's just, that guy's a fucking nut job.
Yeah.
So this guy, I don't know how many of like the Two Bears episodes you listen to.
Yeah.
There's one, the latest episode is Tom Segura and Mark Bell.
Yeah.
And it was really good. It was funny. Actually had a lot of good information as far as like working out and dieting and stuff.
Yeah. Well, I saw the snippet with the dick pump.
Yeah, that was pretty funny. And then his advice to Bert, his basic advice was be less fat. He's like, well, what? He's like, what would you tell someone like Bert? He's like, I don't know, pretty simply, be less fat.
Yeah.
Like, do something that is less fat than what you do now. Whether it's, eat out once less, don't drink as many sodas, don't, be less fat.
I mean, he's made it clear that he loves drinking and he will never stop. So,
right. But the thing that drives me nuts about listening to him on a podcast is he'll start talking about health stuff.
yeah.
Or eating healthy, or hey, I've been working out. And it's like, Bert, you're fatter than ever.
Yeah. You're
Like,
also drinking a gallon of Kool-Aid a day. Like, go fuck yourself.
Right. I was like, I don't know how many of their emails that they actually read, but I was like, I'm a little concerned.
Mm-hmm.
One, it's really frustrating to listen to as somebody who's in the industry.
Yep.
It's really frustrating to listen to because I hear this all the time from people.
Mm-hmm. I'm doing everything I can and I'm not losing weight.
I'm like, and this motherfucker should have somebody with him 24/7.
Yeah.
A trainer that's with him, monitoring his food intake.
Yeah.
That's getting him to exercise regularly.
Yep.
Because I don't think, as Tom was saying, that he's like, his stomach is so hard now.
Oh, he's got drinker's gut.
Which is, and so he's got that adipose fat that's just super dense and hard, which is the most dangerous one to have.
Yeah.
And I'm like, Bert, get your shit together.
Yeah. Your heart explodes on stage.
You are a funny ass dude.
Mm-hmm.
And he has, his kids are older, but still, I mean, you have a family.
Kids. Yeah.
And quit fucking around.
Yeah.
Like, that's just. The other interesting thing I learned, someone else told me about, and so I researched it. I guess the movie Van Wilder.
Yeah.
Is loosely based on Bert Kreischer's college career.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Because Bert was in college for like 6 or 7 years.
And then became a comedian.
And then didn't even get a bachelor's degree.
Yeah. Oh, so he was just taking off the whole time.
Yeah, so he was at Florida State, Florida State, I think. And was just there for like 6 or 7 years, just fucking around.
On whose budget?
His dad is an attorney.
Okay.
So just like Van Wilder, his dad's was a big time attorney.
Yeah.
I don't think his dad was like a huge time attorney, but enough to where he was
something.
But yeah, so apparently, that's Bert Kreischer's story of college is what that Van Wilder movie is loosely based on. I was like, that's fucking crazy. And then that dude turns into like one of the biggest comedians.
Yeah.
After that kind of college career.
I mean, I would say top 5 right now.
Yeah. He is a fucking nutcase. So anyway, so you've been gone forever.
I have been gone. It's been a good month.
How was home?
Home was good. I worked pretty much the entire trip, Monday through Friday, from 7:30 to about 4. I got a new position under my stepdad for his company as a project coordinator. So basically I'll be I'll be basically connecting all like the supplier, installer, and customer with each other to get all these little projects coordinated. So anything you see in like an office setting, school setting, we do a little bit of residential, and anything you would see in like a military warehouse. So like lockers, gun racks, electric filing cabinets, all the stuff you would see, like I said, office setting, school setting, or a military warehouse. So I'm learning how to use the software that we're using and knowing who to connect to and how to respond to emails and blah, blah, blah. So basically all computer work, but it's remote, so I can work from wherever I want, which is it's huge convenience, and hopefully work my way into a project manager position. So
nice.
Not too shabby. Yeah, things are good. The weekends were meh. It was nice during the week, and then towards the end of the trip, the weekends started getting crappy. I guess we had just missed a tropical storm, so it decided to show itself every weekend instead of during the week when I was like, it would be gorgeous Monday through Friday, and then Friday afternoon would hit, and it would just be dog shit till Sunday.
Like try to go out to the beach, try to get
like it's just terrible. Usually I'm a hell of a lot darker, and I am not right now. And it is just heavily disappointing. But got to meet my nephew / godson for the first time. That was super cool. One of my best friends just had a baby, so I got to hang out with him a couple times. That was really cool. One of my buddies, Ty, is climbing his way back from a brain tumor that he had a year and a half ago. So we would take him out and like grab a couple beers with him and hang out and all that kinds of stuff. So it it was a productive, fulfilling trip. I just didn't get to do as many things as I wanted to do. Usually I'll like make it up to the North Shore or the West Side and hang out at the beach over there or whatnot. But the weather was just kind of crappy and time was just limited. So it was good, just busy, super busy.
Still got your lifting in?
I did. I was going to a YMCA in town that's been there since I think the 80s. So the upstairs, you have like the group classes, the tennis, the swimming, blah, blah, blah. And then you go downstairs and it's like it looks like an old school like dungeon like style lifting. So you walk in, there's it's mainly like it used to be mainly a powerlifting and Olympic gym, but now it's kind of just for everybody. But we have platforms, we had a combo rack, I had a deadlift bar. The only thing that sucked was squatting. I had to use these two crappy old Olympic posts when the combo rack was taken. I almost ate shit on that a couple of times. Blacked out during deads. That wasn't too cool. So
it was fun to watch.
Yeah. So training was okay. And then it kind of shit the bed when I had to get this. I had a sleep study done 2 weeks last week or the week before that. And that kind of just screwed me up. I had to go in because I need a CPAP. No questions asked. So I went in for a sleep study. I had like 3.5 hours of sleep. I had cords coming from the top of my head to all over my chest, my back, my legs, my feet in a twin size fucking hospital bed. So of course my big ass can't roll around. Yeah.
It's like we're gonna test your sleep. It's like, well, then at least put me in a bed,
dude, and
where I would normally sleep.
Yeah, and like they gave me no morphine, they gave me nothing to help me fall asleep. So I'm just like in bed, not falling asleep at all. And I finally pass out, and the guy wakes me up at like 1:30. He's like, "Oh, we're gonna put a mask on you now." So I'm laying in bed again for another 30 minutes. It's now 2:00, and then they wake you up at 5:30 to discharge you. So the rest of my training that week and even this past week was crappy. I checked out again bad on deadlifts again on Wednesday. Like this was worse than the first one. Like I had Ray behind me, thank God. So I fell backwards and he caught me. So that was good. But I think all the sleep deprivation is really catching up to me, and it's making my blood pressure all weird. So I'm gonna go in, get some blood work done, and then see what's going on. So hopefully I can get my CPAP machine soon because I'm tired as fuck all the time.
I'm with you.
Yeah,
I am with you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've been all natty light for the last almost 5 weeks.
Oh, nice.
And so, I mean, well, like I don't know, training was kind of, and the whole reason I cut everything out is because training was kind of like it's kind of subpar.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, well, if I'm gonna like cut everything down and start going with like kind of a higher rep and doing that kind of stuff, there's no point in me. I might as well just take the time to clear everything out.
Yeah.
But I'm about to change that back up here pretty quick.
Nice.
I feel super sluggish.
Yeah.
More so than normal, but it'd be interesting to have a sleep study done.
Yeah.
Just to see how terrible, like if it's as bad as I feel like it is.
Mm-hmm. Like I'm just worried about like a pec flying off or like my bicep tearing or anything like that. Like God forbid that happens. But if I'm not feeling better as we get closer to the meet, we're just gonna cancel it, and I'm just gonna focus on a full blown cut, so I can just kind of get myself to where I need to be.
Right.
Yeah. But at this point, it's just not worth it. You know what I mean? So like we're switching things up. I finally got to meal prep, or go grocery shopping to go meal prep, and that should be making a huge difference. But holy shit, man! Like training is not like the last 2 weeks has been pretty crappy, and it's a huge bummer. So I'm hoping next week will be just fine, but we'll see.
Yeah, I've had this. And we talked about it after that strongman meet when I had that weird feeling in my leg.
Yeah, that's
still creeping back.
Really?
So like if I try and go heavy on squats, like, I mean, I've been able to like do reps with whatever it is, 465, 455, 460. I can do some reps and a few sets of that. I've gone over 500 a couple times, but as soon as I get done, I can just feel that ache just shoot right up my quad and into my hip. And then like if I've done like some yoke and farmer carries and stuff like that for some cardio work, and it's just weird. It's just like this dull ache.
Yeah.
That just sits there, and then it even creeps up during my deadlifts.
Ooh.
And I don't even have to try and go heavy. It's even doing reps.
Just using your quad period.
Yeah, just engaging that. I actually haven't felt it after last week's bench when I did the 405 for 2, and then I did it for a couple sets of 1 after that.
Yeah.
Even after that, from bracing on the bench.
Yeah.
I felt it, and I was like, son of a bitch. I was like, what the fuck is going on here?
Gotta get that shit looked at, dude.
I know. I have a lot of things I need to get looked
at.
Yeah.
That's fair.
It's a lot more than just that. That is definitely one of the things. I thought for sure, like, if I just kind of chilled out for a little while, it would start to go away, but...
Definitely didn't.
Yeah, it hasn't done that at all.
Oof. Yeah, that's not good.
It's, getting old. That's what it is.
Yeah, I bet.
Old man status.
Yeah, that sucks.
There might be a such thing as old man strength, but old man recovery sucks shit.
Yeah.
that's I don't know. It's been such a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
And I get older. Next week.
Oh no.
Even older.
Yeah, it's okay. You're not that old.
No, but like if you would have asked me when I was a kid, and I still remember my mom's 40th birthday.
Yeah. Because
my dad got her all black balloons and a birthday cake with black icing, and I thought she was so old.
Yeah.
Back then, and now I'm like, I'm older than that.
Yeah.
I'm older than that. I'm like a few years past that now.
Mm-hmm.
But then it's funny is because I look at my parents and like what. Like, my dad wore suits to work, and and I'm like, every day I'm running around in gym shorts and a t-shirt.
No, that's pretty indicative.
I was like, I've made some different choices in my life, that's for sure.
Well, I mean, now that I don't have to go out and work during the day, I'm wearing like this shit and boxers. Like, I have to be careful when I stand up when we're in a meeting because I'll just be all leg.
Just fucking, your slips out of the front of your boxers.
Oh, the PP slip. Yeah.
Like, oh, the turtle's out.
Oh,
sorry.
It was an accident.
Sorry, and you're welcome.
Yeah, exactly. You should be able to pay for that.
That's right. That's That's a free glimpse of my OnlyFans, people.
Dude, I had to even invest in some blue light glasses.
Oh. Does it keep you from getting as tired from staring at the screen?
So it blocks out the blue.
Yeah.
Like it makes it a little more yellow. So it's easier on your eyes when you have to stare at a computer all day.
I should probably get some of those because I end up staring at a computer all the time.
And they're heat waves, so they're made by the brand that make the shades that I own.
Oh, the super gay wraparounds.
Kind of. Yeah.
They're not the Pit Vipers. So
No. Mine are black with like a wood finish on the outside, so I didn't go outrageous with it, thank God. But this is the same brand that makes them, and they're the XL, so they fit big heads.
So like you don't have like these tiny little lenses on.
No, I would look like an idiot, and I refuse.
Huge dome.
Yeah.
Where like the earpieces are going out to the side before they go back to the ear.
There's like protruding weird skull above my ears.
I should invest in those. I usually end up. Well, the job I have now, I'm on a computer probably a couple hours a day.
Yeah.
Which is more than I want to be.
Fair.
But I interviewed for a job and we'll have a second interview next week.
Oh.
A different one as a project estimator. So similar to what you're starting to do. It's just I'll be with like the customer at the very beginning, dealing with budgets and quotes and all that kind of stuff.
Nice.
So we'll see if I can land some deals with the people I have now, with the job I'm with now. It definitely can pay better.
Good.
But if it goes as it has how it's been going, I may not have that job for long anyway.
That's fair. Nothing like wasting your time.
Yeah, at least I get a salary for trying.
There you go.
So it's not all bad.
It could be worse.
Yeah. It's just dealing. Yeah. Stress and training doesn't really go together. So
No.
it kind of sucks ass.
Mm-hmm.
So I told Amber, I was like, well, one way or another, in a couple months, things will be different, and we'll have moved on.
Perfect.
So this dude, I gotta say, because they sold this complex at the beginning of the year that we're in.
Yeah.
So at the beginning, the property manager got a hold of us. He says, "Tell me what you guys can afford, and we'll lock that in for a year, and then after that point, we'll revisit it and go from there."
Mm-hmm.
So we're like, okay, this is what we can afford, and that's what we assume. 2 months later, we get an email from the ownership group, the investment group that owns it, saying, "Hey, you're supposed to be paying this much. This was the amount of your last lease."
What the hell?
So we're like, well, that's not what we agreed to according to these emails. So anyway, I ran all the figures. I was like, okay, well, we can afford it. Let's go ahead and kind of push this and see what we can do. And then cut to a couple months later, dude comes by. He's like, well, for you to keep the lease at the same amount, we're going to need to take that back room from you, which is like 1,400 square feet.
Yeah, the old people room and the posing room.
Yep. So they want to take that just to keep it the same. And I'm like, so I tried negotiating with like half of that room out or whatever, and he didn't seem interested. So I just figured, well, he'll let us know when he's got somebody to lease it.
Yeah.
And then I get a notice. It's like, well, and this was like this week, by July 30th, you need to have everything out of that back room.
What? Where are you going to put everything?
He said, and you owe us $500. So not only is he now he's changing it to where it's $500 more to get 1,400 square feet less. And so I was like, buddy, go fuck yourself.
Yeah, with a fucking cactus. What an asshole.
So I'm like, well, you might want to hold off on building a wall because either we're going to sell this to somebody who's going to want it and all of that, or we're going to be gone by September 1st anyway. And then you can do whatever you want.
What an asshole.
The other thing this guy doesn't seem to understand yet to this point is he's been emailing me. One, email is not a legal document, so that's one problem.
Yeah.
And two, he's been emailing me, and I am not listed. I'm not a listed owner at the gym. I'm not a listed manager. I'm not
fucking moron.
A listed anything. I am a contract personal trainer technically.
Yes.
And so, like even if the emails he thought he had some sort of leg there, oh, I've notified him. It's like, no, you notified the guy who trains people there. You didn't notify the owner of these things.
Fucking idiot, man.
It's like have fun with the court with that one.
What a douche.
Yeah. So I've been dealing with that, and then I try and lift in between, and just frustrated. And I would rather choke the life out of somebody than lift a weight.
No, there's some things that lifting it doesn't help with.
Right.
Like being irritated, but there's that point where if you're directly angry at someone, it helps a little bit, but you want to just cause that person physical harm instead. And
the problem is if you're too distracted.
Yep.
You can't focus on your lift enough for it to help you.
Not at all.
And so it's just like so much going on that I can't direct my aggression at lifting.
Yep.
Because it's scattered in too many other different places.
Yep.
And so it's been shitty. I'm just like, I need to get things in line. And I'm like, eventually this too shall pass. So this will all go away. And I can get one way or another, I can get back to lifting normal in the next little while. Either it'll be here under a different ownership, or it'll be somewhere else under my own new gym.
I mean, that warehouse would be sick.
Yeah. But it's technically an office building.
Oh.
But it's the office of warehouse of so there's like 3 or 4 warehouses in the back.
Yeah.
And it's like where they ran their office. But there's like a 2,000 square foot showroom. And then there's a hallway, and then there's like 5 offices in the back.
Yeah.
And so the plan, I think, is to knock down a couple walls we'll do like a strongman storage room where Jack can keep his balls and his big balls.
Yeah.
And where like the yoke and all that stuff will sit. And then I want to do basically like just one that's basically the floor, mats on the wall, the rollers, so that it's a room people can roll out and stretch in, and then a room that's got some cardio and some of the machines and some of the basic machines. And then down the hall in the open showroom area will be just deadlift platforms, combo racks, squat racks, dumbbells and free weights, and then try and keep some space open to run yokes, run sleds, run all that stuff down the middle. So that's the plan if that space comes in. So it should be pretty cool.
Tight.
And then there's a giant ass parking lot. It's gravel, but there's a giant parking lot that we can throw stuff around out there too.
Love that.
So
well, all right.
Should be fun.
That's exciting.
If that goes through. It's fucking like it's exciting to me, but then at the same time I'm like, fuck, there's so much shit I gotta do.
Yeah.
Because there's the equipment.
Yeah.
And then I gotta order all the stuff for the keypad to make it a 24-hour access. Get that hooked up. I have to get my membership software set up. Yeah.
Move all of the fucking equipment.
Move all the equipment, and then re-sign up everyone who wants to be a part of that gym. But also keep track of where they're at, like the ones that have already paid for a certain amount of time.
Yeah.
Keep track of them because I want to still honor their time.
Yeah.
Even though I could just be like, sorry, that was a different gym, but that's fucked up and I'm not going to do that. Yeah. So they paid 6 months a year. Here's your opportunity. You can work out the rest of the time here if you want. If not, then sorry. But so keep track of all that. So yeah, it's a lot of stuff to go into it, but I figure with a month I should be able to knock all of it out.
I'd say so.
Something.
Here.
So who knows? The next time you come visit, it may be to a whole new facility.
I think that's fantastic. We were Pono and I were possibly thinking about coming in October because there's a concert that we want to go to that's going to be at Los Colonias. So there's a possibility we might be swinging by in October.
The what is that? The God, is it
Lamb of God? Yeah.
Lamb of God. Yeah.
Yeah. Because I know Wyatt wants to go to that, so that'd be fun.
Lamb of God, and who else is there? Kill Switch.
And Motionless in White. Yeah, that'll be a fun concert. Really violent.
Yeah. I don't know if Nicole already has tickets, but I know she wanted to go to that. My client Shelby, I think she wanted to go to that.
Love that. Well, if she's with us, they would all have private security. So
yeah. She's all about getting down and dirty with the
because it would be me, Pono, Wyatt, Jack, Keenan. We could probably convince him to go. We just have our own private section.
Oh, Keenan.
Yeah.
What is? Well, he listens to that kind of stuff, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does.
He just doesn't like crowds, or what? Why would you have to talk?
I don't know. When you're big, like doing mosh pits and shit is fucking fun. Like I went to Slipknot before I went back home, and it was me, Pono, who's a big dude. One of my guards at work, Russ, who's 6'6", 350. There was my buddy Jake, who's 6'2", 6'3", 240. Like we had a big group, and everyone around us are just these little spit fuck white kids running around. Right. So we're running through, just skipping through the mosh pit, like just tossing kids, like. Like they try and knock us, and they just bounce off and hit the ground. Right. I just pick them up, and be like, "Let's go!"
Get back in there, pussy.
Get back in there. Yeah, exactly. No, it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. So
that'd be cool if you guys came out for that.
We're gonna see how much tickets are. If not, we'll all split a drive.
Would you fly out for that, or?
I know it depends on how expensive tickets are, or if gas would be cheaper, or whatever. I'm not sure. We shall see.
That's the problem. It's hard to plan for gas right now because you just don't know. Is it gonna? It started going down like here.
Yeah.
It's down like I think 20 cents.
Same. We're like $5.38. That's for just regular gas.
Well, I mean, we're not like terribly behind. Ours is 464, 469. So we're not like it's not like crazy behind you guys, but it's.
Well, I mean, I have a friend that lives in North Carolina. Well, my brother too, but she was telling me gas is like $3.80, and she was whining about it. I was like, mine is literally $2 more expensive.
Right.
Shut the fuck up. Yeah.
That's a ton extra. So it started dropping, but then I've also heard in August it's supposed to go back up because part of the reason the gas is the way that it hasn't gone up is they released the federal taxation on it or something.
Yeah.
For a period of time, and that's supposed to like go back into effect.
Yeah.
August 1st. So I'm like, yeah. So that's why I was like, well, I can't commit to any sort of travel because who the fuck knows where we're going to be.
Yeah. Exactly.
It's hard to plan that.
Literally.
It could be a lot cheaper by October. Who knows? It could be
on it.
Could be fucking $10 a gallon.
Oh my god. Thank God I have my bike.
I don't think it'll be cheaper for like 2 more Octobers.
We just got to get rid of everyone who's doing everything and just start from scratch.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. We need to find people who don't want to be in politics and convince them that that's what they should probably do.
Did you see that speech that Jill Biden gave and related Mexican people to breakfast tacos that you get in the bodegas?
I heard something about it. I did not see it.
That was a real thing. You should watch it. It's that blew my mind.
That is. God.
How the fuck are you gonna say that?
Well, and not only that, it's like Joe Biden is the one that said that if black people don't vote for him, then they're not really black. Yeah. Yeah. And then she's comparing Mexican people to breakfast tacos.
But she didn't say bodega, she said bodega. Yeah. Go fuck yourself. Dr. Bill Jiden.
Jeez. Let's see where we got here. Let's see. I found it here. I'm just waiting for the ads to clear out.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Okay. Let's share this with everybody. And there. And let's see what this bitch has got to say.
But we can't get those things on our own. Raul helped build this organization with the understanding that the diversity of this community, as distinct as the Bogotas of the Bronx, as beautiful as the blossoms of Miami, and as unique as the breakfast tacos here in San Antonio, is your strength. And yet, it's when you speak with one voice, unidos, that you find your power. Thanks to the hard work of you and advocates across the country, we have torn down so many barriers.
So many. So I'm curious, like what, these people are fucking nuts. What barriers have they torn down?
I don't know. They can't finish the one that's dividing us from Mexico, but whatever.
Oh, gosh.
Unbelievable.
As unique as the breakfast tacos in San Antonio. Yeah, because breakfast tacos are that's as Mexican as a burrito.
That's about as Mexican as fucking Panda Express.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure like breakfast tacos they're an American version of a Mexican food. I hate to tell you that. They're whitewashed lady that thinks you're so woke.
Oh my god. Love it. Progressive.
Yeah. We have it all.
Dude.
All right. Let's switch gears. Let's go to this week's Face of the Week winner.
Oh, yes. Oh, before we get to that, did you see the SBD commercial with Nick Camby?
I haven't.
Yeah, so that new gear drop that they had, it's actually super cool. It's like desert khaki with blue and gray.
Huh.
So it's him. I think it was his name Marcus Felix or Marcus, big black dude, strong man. It's him and a couple powerlifters, but it's a cool commercial. It's pretty rad, and the gear is actually super nice. Like I like that tan scheme. It's pretty cool.
Trying to see if I can. Of course, an SBD commercial doesn't come up on. Maybe I need to take Nick Canby's name out of it. No, because this all wants to bring up like different things that SBD stands for.
Oh,
well.
Let's see.
And NBC. NBC is not SBD.
No.
Big dummies.
Oh well.
I mean, I did see Nick Canby's post. That's probably what it was about because he was wearing
the new
what you were describing.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah, this one. This one.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it was a full-blown commercial.
He has it on here.
Having his face at the extreme fringes of human capability.
So watch this video, everyone.
He sweat.
There's our friend Nicholas Canby.
Every single day for the tiniest gain.
I don't know if you can hear it along.
Oh yeah.
To defy the impossible.
Boom.
DeFi indeed.
I just like that color scheme. It's pretty rad.
Yeah, just that
black
desert.
and desert. Yeah.
So our face of the week is by default because he submitted and nobody else did. But still pretty good anyway.
Yeah.
Here he is.
Oh, good old Mr. Falcon.
Yeah.
God bless him. He shaved his beard. That I'm super bummed about.
He did have quite a beard.
That beard was fantastic.
So is he from your area?
So I met him through Christian.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I met him originally at Iron Warrior years ago. He would come and train every once in a while because he didn't live here. He was bouncing back and forth between military stuff.
Oh, okay.
And then he would come to 970 every once in a while, and then it just never timed up right for us to meet up at Monument. Super cool dude. It's like talking to Christian.
Yeah, he seems like he.
He did come once. Yeah, the dude's a monster. He's a big dude, but he's not small.
His name sounds like he's racist.
White Five Falcon. No, he's a diverse man.
he's very progressive.
Yeah, wouldn't say that, but wouldn't say that. Yeah.
He's more progressive than being racist.
Yeah, two terrible spectrums, but yeah, I got you.
We gotta land somewhere, right?
Yeah.
So let's do some story time.
Sounds good. Well, I gotta shake the rust off.
Yeah, I know it's been a while.
Yeah,
I haven't done it the last few weeks because it's hard to do by yourself.
Okay. I have a nasal decongestant that kind of gives you a little bit of. Have you done these before? It's like a little Vicks thing.
Oh.
Yeah, kind of wakes you up a little bit.
So it's like having the ammonia.
Yeah, a little bit without like a kick in the dick. Okay, here we are. It's Friday morning. You just wake up. You're 5 pounds over, so you take a good 30-minute walk. You shave the pounds off. You go to weigh-ins. You make weight perfectly. You get your gear check done. Everything's to spec. Everything's perfect. You decide to not wear underwear like a man, so you'll be free balling in your singlet. Let the people know what you're working with. Weigh-ins are done. You make a couple friends. Huge perk. You go back to your hotel room. You DoorDash or Postmates all the food you want because fuck moving after weigh-ins. We're here to eat food and do whatever we want. You get all your food. You slam it. You're tired. You take a nap. You get up. Go do some sightseeing. Go hang out. See some friends. Get back to the hotel room. It's bedtime. It's 8:30 sharp. You're in bed. You're asleep. Your wiener is in your pants if your girlfriend is staying with you. Keep it in your pants, guys. I don't want to see edging. I don't want to see none of that. Dick is in your pants. You wake up Saturday morning or Sunday morning, depending on the federation or meet. If you're a big guy like me, you're on a Sunday. If you're a littler guy or female, you're on a Saturday. So you wake up that morning. You're feeling ready to go. You keep a little bottle of ammonia next to your nightstand. You hit it just to wake up a little bit. You get your shit together. You get to your favorite pancake spot, Waffle House or IHOP or Denny's or whatever you got in your area. You get yourself some eggs and some pancakes, maybe a couple strips of bacon, extra crispy. You slam it. You're done. You head to the venue. You get there. You say hi to your new friends, shake some hands, slap some butts. The briefing starts. They go over all the rules. The biggest thing we are after are 2 to 3 white lights. We are looking for a passing score. In total, we got 9. You can go 9 for 9, and that's a perfect day. You can go 8 for 9, 7 for 9. In my opinion, still a fantastic day. So what the judges are looking for on squat, bench, and deadlift are, you listen to your commands, you hit depth on squats, you touched your chest and paused on bench, you didn't miss any rack calls, you didn't drop your deadlift, you didn't come down with it too aggressive, and you had a fantastic day. You hit some PRs. You now have a new PR total. But you get a medal at the end of the day. Say bye to your new friends. You go home, and you can finally take your dick out of your pants.
One way or another.
One way or another. She's going to take it.
Even if she is not available.
Yeah.
You handle business on your own.
Yes, you do. Pamela Anderson will take care of you.
Like a man.
Like a man.
All right. So a lot of these are geared around your recent, being gone.
Okay.
Your hiatus.
My hiatus.
So white lights, red lights. Living at home.
Dude, living at my mom's house and my stepdad's place is honestly super killer. So that's not even really an issue. Like, the only thing that I will never do at my mom's house is bring over somebody. Unless it's like friends are coming over for dinner, whatever, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
But I'm not going to bring a chick home to smash at my mom's house. You know what I mean? Nor do I have chicks at home that want to do that anyway. So I'm going to say living at home at my mom's house because dinners are always fun. We have Korean barbecue set up, so we'll do that all the time. We have you ever done hot pot where you do the 2 different types of broth and you dip your meat in there? Because so we have hot pot set up. We have kegs on tap. We got the bong right on the counter. So we got literally everything here. So I'm gonna say staying at mom's house for that period of time, I'm gonna give it 3 white lights. The fridge is always stocked. I get to hang out with my brother. I got to see my godson. I got to see my friends all the time. They came over for barbecues and whatnot. So I'm gonna give it 3 white lights.
I would say the only red light for living at home would be telling people that you live at home.
See, but here's the exception to that, though. Hawaii is a ridiculous place to live. So my brother's still living there too, and he got absolutely shysted out of an opportunity to live on a spot that he was trying to get. So they approved him for X amount of money, and I guess the house was falling apart and dilapidated, but our dad is a general contractor and can fix anything. So he's staying at home right now to save up as much money as he can. But in a state like that where it's damn near impossible to live on your own,
right?
Not a bad thing.
So it's understandable there to be in your late 20s. I live at home with my parents.
Yeah.
But anywhere else, it's a little bit different.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Okay, and then I have a couple verses.
Mm.
So your preference between island living and coastal living?
They both have their perks, man. Like, I love being home, but by the time the end of the trip was rolling around, I was ready to come back. Fuck. Opportunity-wise, I'm gonna have to say out here.
Coastal. Well, and you're not trapped.
No, like if I wanted to head east, there's a lot more things behind me than just the east side, and then
besides more islands,
more water. Yeah. So
that's kind of my thought. Like islands there's obviously like the cool parts of being on an island.
Yeah.
But yeah, on the coast you're not trapped.
No.
And surrounded by water.
Yeah. I mean, like, I love being home. I love seeing my brother, but when it comes to like my personal growth and being able to expand myself as a human, it's been nice being out here.
All right, next one. Flip-flops versus boat shoes.
I mean, if you're wearing boat shoes, I'm going to immediately assume you're an asshole. So if you got Dockers, boat shoes on, and a polo shirt, I immediately want to hole punch your fucking chest with my fist. So I'm going to say slippers all day.
Okay.
All day.
Always flip-flops.
Always. I'm wearing them right now.
Sweet.
Yeah.
I always did when I was in California. When I lived there, it was always shorts and flip-flops.
I mean, even when I was in Grand Junction, I barely wore shoes anyway. Like I'm an exposed toe kind of guy.
It took me a little while. I mean, I had my shell toes that I wore, but I was in flip-flops a lot.
Yeah.
And it's been the last while. I've been here for long enough that my toes they don't see the sun very often.
Yeah, that's fair.
All right, the last one's not geared towards you specifically because I know something.
Mm-hmm.
But I was just curious, your thoughts on, it's going to sound bad the way I say it, dad kisses.
Dad kisses? Oh,
yeah.
I mean, I don't really kiss my dad. Like, he'll like, okay, so here's the thing. Hold on. Never going to kiss my dad on the mouth.
Right.
That's
right.
Super gay and super incestuous. But it's a big thing, like, in culture back home, to give like a side thing on the cheek, regardless if it's like guys or girls or whatever. So my dad will do that, but that's about it.
It's a huge cultural thing, I think, in other countries besides like our connected states.
Mm-hmm.
I like, even with my daughters.
Yeah.
Like, I'll give them a kiss on the head.
Totally. Yeah.
But I don't go close to the cheek, because then it starts to get a little, like, it's close to being a weird, like, not that I have a weird thought and they have a weird thought, but it's the perception, I guess, more than anything.
Yeah.
And if I had a son, like, I don't like, it wouldn't happen at all.
I mean, if he's young enough, like, you could just,
like a little kid, that's one thing, but they get to a certain age and it's like, it's give a hug.
Well, we're not all trying to be Tom Brady and stick your tongue in your 13-year-old's mouth.
Yeah.
Because there's footage of that on the internet.
I know.
It's terrifying.
As much as I wanted to like Tom Brady since he left New England, and he seems like he's probably not as douchey as he originally seemed.
But you have the hottest wife on the planet, and you still want to kiss your son.
It's just, it's a little more
sus.
I don't know. Yeah.
Super sus.
Like, even if that's how he grew up with his dad, like, eventually you would think that you'd be like, it's just the appearance, especially being in the limelight.
Yeah.
The appearance is probably not okay.
That or him and Bill Belichick just kind of like every once in a while.
Yeah. Or was that Birdman and Lil Wayne kissing each other on the mouth?
Oh my God, yeah.
They're not even related.
No.
There's no reason for that.
No, those are two men you would never expect to see that.
But at the same time, you do expect to see it. Because they are kind of gay.
Yeah, a little bit.
All right, well, that's our white lights, red lights for the day.
Love it.
That's also our show for the day.
What an episode back, huh?
Welcome back.
I know, right?
We covered a lot.
We did. We touched everything.
We do enjoy touching everything. So I'm glad I can touch everything with you.
Yes. All the exposed parts.
All the no-no spots are covered.
Yeah.
So no touching there.
No.
Everywhere else is free game.
Oh, free game. Yeah.
So next week I'm looking at handling failures in personal and lifting life and what.
Totally. Bring it on.
We kind of touched on it a little bit today, but I wanted to kind of get a little more in depth with it.
Yeah.
And I thought we'd get a little welcome back episode in, and then dive into some deep shit.
I'm down.
All right.
Okay,
It's a pleasure seeing you again.
Gregory.
We'll see you and everyone else next week. We are out of here.
Oh, no. Flat lip, belly tuned up. Yeah. I pay my dues, refuse to lose, so fuck the blues. Ain't your bad news, you can trip if you choose. While I sip booze on a 7-day cruise in Louis Vuitton shoes with floozies by the tubes. The good life, talking about the good life. Live it up for a little while, then go to the hood to get a good wife and settle down.